Yo guys, welcome to the video. It's Neil here from Post to Post, still continuing to catch up on all these series that have been completed and all the ones that are coming up. Over to my right shoulder here, you'll see some jerseys. Tampa Bay versus Carolina. We're talking about that real soon. But first, we need to talk about Carolina versus Nashville because that just got over, and I haven't filmed a video about it yet, and I apologize. You're going to see lots of videos more coming today on the channel, and yeah, there's lots to talk about, but I'm going to make this quick, okay? I'm going to make this quick. This series was, I think this series was exactly what we could expect it to be. Nashville comes in as the underdog. They played some really good hockey. They put up a good fight. They surprised a lot of people. It's a good step forward for the future. I thought UC Saros was amazing. I love the fact that he was net primarily the entire series. And, you know, Pecorine wasn't even looked at, basically, which was awesome. No offense to Pecorine. It's just UC Saros is kind of the future for me, for the Predators. And I loved it. Even though they lost, like I loved watching them progress. Now, there are a couple of things about the team that really bug me. And this goes back, 4 or 5 years. This is a really specific play. On the power play, and they don't do it as much as they used to, but it still drives me nuts because my stupid Montreal Canadiens do the same damn thing and it never works. Nashville does it better, but it still drives me nuts. On the power play, when they're coming in out of their zone, the opposing team is defending, moving back, they'll come in and then they'll drop it back for the defenseman to come in again. It's like, we know you're going to do that. Like, you've been doing it for 5 years. It only works about 2 out of the 10 times as far as even getting zone entry, not getting a goal. It's just, that is the one thing that drives me nuts about the team. I wish they didn't do that. I wish my Montreal Canadiens didn't do it. There are a couple of other teams that do it as well, but I think Nashville started that about 6 years ago, and they just always do it in the power play. Anyway, that doesn't really have nothing to do with the series, but I just wanted to get off my chest. The Carolina Hurricanes, they played basically how I expected them to be. Better than average goaltending, I guess, in most games. Average goaltending in all of them, at least. Offensive ability in most of the games. A couple of times, though, like, I just felt like Carolina just didn't. They did all the work to get up to that point and then didn't have the follow-through. And that's not really typical Carolina. So I'm left wondering, are there gaps in this team next series? Because they don't have an easy challenge. And I've been so confident of this team the entire year, and then I kind of see maybe a little bit of gaps or holes in their play style from Nashville. Nashville being able to kind of shut them down a little bit and thinking, well, no offense to Nashville, but Tampa's the much better team. So, and we'll talk about that in the future, but Carolina, I don't feel as good about Carolina as I did, but I feel like this series went exactly as I expected that to be. That sounds a bit contradictory, but and I'm not sure if it makes sense. It does in my brain. I'm not sure if it makes sense to you guys, but Carolina fans, I need to hear from you here. Do you feel like your team, like you learned something new about your team, possibly something negative about your team this series, even though they won? Is there something that you were like, man, I'm kind of concerned about that now? Is it just me? Am I weird? But let me know. Either way, just I wanted to give full props to the Nashville Predators this year. Love their fans. Loved seeing those fans go absolutely crazy in Nashville and in Carolina as well. It was a really, really enjoyable series to watch. If I had more time, I would have broken it down a little bit further into specific game by game or stats or something. I'm honestly just trying to catch up, guys. I didn't do anything yesterday on Saturday, and we have to film the podcast potentially later today. It got delayed for a reason we'll discuss, and just trying to get through it all. So I apologize. This is short, not really specific, but wanted to get a few opinions off my chest and get it out there. So hope you're having a really good day, and I'll see you later on today in future videos. Take care. Adios.